right, so you kind of use a little bit of that blood magic, some forbidden shit.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm gonna add like modifiers to spells that like if you use the blood of someone,
Please
you'll
do.
get like a +1 per level boost on it or something like that. I feel
Nice.
like being evil should have its own reward for the
I
inevitable
agree.
conclusion when the good guys are like, "Oh hey, there's thousands of paladins descending on the town." We literally called in our own order. We literally created the order of killing you.
We've created the order of God, we hate you. Would you please just die?
But
Oh,
no, magic or
before this show, I was reading an article that I think is very relevant to this. I'm gonna jump back to Aenean in a second. But if you look at Firefly, Malcolm Reynolds and his team are the bad guys. They're the villains of the series, and the Alliance is actually the heroes. And just Google something like that. But the key thing to note is that all of the bad guys in the series are either literal scum on the fringes of the galaxy or the Alliance cops who are chasing them because they're all murderous, deserting renegades. I mean, these cops are never portrayed as, yeah, man, we beat civilians and shoot them in the face. They're just guys doing their job. What's that? You want to break a renegade psychic out of a facility? Well, turns out we're going to have to come arrest you. She's literally dangerous. Murdered, like, you see that bar? There are a lot of dead people in that bar. She killed a lot of them. Just saying.
Hey, hey.
So I feel like we can
maybe
have.
if you weren't sending your you know psycho messages through the televisions at people.
But think of the United States. They've had programs like the MK Ultra, like using heroin on prisoners and shit, and cocaine. Like that's not the whole Alliance government. That's just like one, maybe two key members of Space Congress doing
Yep.
some weird hinky shit. Like the Alliance is not bad people. But my point to wrap it all up, rather than get an argument started about Firefly, is that we can have a lovable party who seems like they're doing the right thing, but in the overarching story, they're actually fucking terrifying people with enormous rap sheets who murder people for a living.
Whoa! Don't give out my entire story.
Okay, so Aenean, you've killed a couple dozen people, you ritual magic killed. Who taught you how to do this specific type of magic? Who is
the
your
specific
mentor?
kind of magic?
Yeah, I mean, this is not magic that they teach you in schools. Not even at
No.
the Devil Academy in what is that K name city? Corvosa.
Corvosa.
Not even in Corvosa do they teach this kind of ritual blood magic.
Not publicly. But Onion was introduced to magic by his family, his village. He is an elf, was raised in elven lands.
Or are
yes.
you from the Mordant Spire? Are you one of them elves?
No, not one of them elves.
Okay, alright.
But his experience with conjuration slowly led him astray. First, he would just summon animals and whatnot, but then he started summoning devils, like just to see what it was like. And then they started whispering profane secrets on how to get to other power. And he's, over time, embraced it.
Okay, alright. So, you're like that typical wizard that we've all heard about, but never actually seen, the one who, like, summons dark creatures and they lead him astray.
Yes.
Okay, alright. Interesting.
He wrote the book on how to get powerful quickly with the dark side.
Well, he's 145 years old, so it's not that quickly.
No, takes time.
Yeah, like all things as a wizard, it does take time.
Except when you become an adventurer and become level 20 in a month.
Yeah. Or you die.
Yeah.
Let's see. How is your family doing these days? Ever used one of them in a blood magic ritual, or they're all fine and good?
Not one of them.
Not
He was
yet.
actually driven out of his homeland
Oh, okay.
once the whole Diabolism thing came about.
All right.
It's one of those things where they couldn't bring themselves to, kill one of their own, the low birth rate and whatnot.
Okay. I don't know what just happened in chat. I'm literally confused.
Are you also reading Vietnam flashbacks as quote?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, well,
Particularly Bush
LSD
did
is a
9/11.
it's a hell of
LSD
a
is a
drug.
hell of a drug. Vietnam, just remember, when the bullets start flying, hit the deck. We might come find you in about 2 weeks.
Okay, all right. Einen. We're gonna do last question and wrap up for a while. Come back to you in a minute. So you're a smugly superior elf. You're a Diabloist. What's it like being a Diabloist in a party with chaotic, anti-paladins who are literally out just to destroy everything? They have no scruples. They're not lawful. They're not honorable. They aren't like your buds.
It tries my patience,
Okay.
but I think I can keep them in line whether they realize that or not.
Okay. I think we haven't established a leader so far, but do you think of yourself as the leader of the party then?
Anian certainly sees himself as superior.
Okay, alright, so not necessarily the leader.
If, like I was saying in our other conversations, like because of the breadth of experience thing and the experience doing a whole lot of professions and whatnot, I would think you would be a person with a lot of different contacts or know who to ask for whatever.
Okay.
So he can
Are you
lead.
now? Let me ask. On the flip side, are you sure you'd have a lot of contacts? You kind of believe yourself better than most of the people you meet, right?
That's my thought as a player.
Okay.
But in character, I can totally see him rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah. Maybe he. Let me throw it this way. Maybe he thinks he's good with people.
That fits the 8 charisma score.
Yeah, you think you're good with people, and you think you know a lot of people, but you show up at their doorstep and they're just like, "I don't know you," or they're like, "Didn't you kill my rat?"
Oh, it's that guy again.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I have another question. Do you attend like dark wizard conventions? Like, no. I mean this seriously. Like, are you the kind of person that seeks out other dark wizards for like cabals, or even just regular wizards, or are you just a wandering mage?
Of doom and destruction.
Think about it this way: in the Pathfinder Society, the mages do sit down for like classes with Theramzay and share spell books. Are you that kind of wizard, or are you like super secretive? You don't want anyone to see your notes on ritual blood magic. You don't want them to know the true names of any devils you summon, so you don't share shit with anybody. What kind of mage are you?
He would like inwardly be open to that, but his expulsion and travels have taught him to need to be secret.
Okay. He keeps it secret and safe.
Yeah,
Tight and under lock, bro.
that's right.
All right, lock. Speaking of locks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever do any converting for anybody as a cleric?
Cleric? No, not really. I mean, Locke was kind of chosen for other reasons. You know.
Okay, so no converting. All right. You sell your services?
Not really. No.
Okay,
No,
so you're
no
like a
selling of
private.
services. Locke will give out magics and healing for favors, not money.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or will expect like recompense in the future. For
So when I
certain-
asked you if you sell your services, your immediate answer was no, but I do it for money.
No,
I
not
don't
for money.
sell my services, but I will
No.
take your soul in return.
Yeah, like basically the agreement that Locke probably will have with this crew is like, I do you a favor, you do me a favor. Like obviously we're
Okay.
traveling.
So
today.
yeah, the status quo.
So
guys have-
you heal me, and I won't kill you yet.
It does. Yeah, it does sound like this group has like a pretty solidly established status quo. Everything's in balance. Maybe they don't all like each other. Maybe they all have some issues with each other. But as long as everybody does their jobs, everything should be fine, right?
Well,
That's
yeah, I mean, I did want to get to Wadi and Osirian in general to learn things about their engineering techniques and different magics. So it's yeah, it's necessity that brought me to this group. I needed some muscle, like bodyguards, a wizard who's knowledgeable about things that I'm not.
So are you the leader of the party?
Oh, definitely not.
Okay, all right. Well, it sounds like no one in particular has taken party leadership. Are you guys? Maybe it's like a vote system. You're like, let's vote on it. Or is it literally if someone comes up against a decision they don't like, they just sit back and are like, I'm not going into that tomb first. Fuck you.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
How
'Cause
long
at
have we
this
been
point-
together?
At this point, I don't think we have a trap finder anyways. So cool. You're going in first. All
So
right.
this group, it's not that it lacks a social order, but it really is not that stable.
You
Yet.
have two chaotic people.
Chaotic.
Okay, all right. We'll see how long this group can hold together. This is literally like the Commander Shepard group, where they're like, "I can't believe you got these people to work together," and you're like, "Well, I never did their loyalty missions, so who the fuck knows?"
We're the B team.
What
Love it,
exactly
but
are you looking for here, Locke? What have you come to Wadi to find? You say you're after engineering.
Oh, yeah. I wanna learn the secrets of the Assyrian engineering techniques. Like all the giant structures that have withstood the test of time. Some with magic, some without. So
Okay.
maybe learn about some of that magic. Maybe learn about some of the engineering.
So you're looking
Um,
into like aeromancy and mechanical engineering.
Yeah, and
magic.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. How do you see yourself in this group?
Again, I joined the group for kind of like mutual protection. Like I can heal the bodies of the mechanical bodies of individuals, maybe not the spiritual ones. So I don't really hold anything against these anti-paladins. Don't really care about morality one way or the other, so that's fine. It's just mutually beneficial that we travel together more than anything.
I see. Interesting. All right. I feel like there's more questions I should ask you, but I know that there's a lot you want to keep secret, so...
You can email it to me if you feel that you would be outing anything.
Well, I mean, the issue is letting the audience know what's up.
Stupid audience. I mean, not stupid.
I feel like
thanks for
somebody just
watching,
went to the
everyone.
bottom of the favored list. Okay. I'm gonna ask some group questions now, and everybody can throw out their thoughts on these because these aren't like individualized. How much experience do you have fighting undead?
Little to none for me.
Fighting or
Why would we
getting
fight them?
along with?
Fighting. So those are your guys' answers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just like, what? Fight? No. You don't understand.
I've studied them.
Undead
I
are
mean,
friends, not enemies.
I know
Okay,
how they
maybe-
work.
Maybe frenemies.
Anian?
He was once attacked by a mummy
Really?
and somehow survived.
Really?
Yeah,
What was that like? Were you frightened when it happened? Were you paralyzed in fear?
very.
Did your
Okay.
elbow rot off?
Interesting.
Practically pissed his pants. But like I said, somehow survived. You went unconscious, and next thing you knew, the mummy was not around when he woke up.
Fascinating, actually. This is going to be for the party members who aren't anti-paladins. How do you guys feel knowing that if they ever turned on you, they could probably like make you lose your shit because they radiate an aura of cowardice. Like they literally make people that they don't like weak at the knees.
I have protections that I could raise.
So your answer is magic.
Yeah.
I hear you say this, But just bear in mind that you take the negative 4-ish from that aura, and plus 17 to intimidate. How's it feel to be my bitch?
No, he doesn't have to do what you say. He just has to answer certain questions.
Or cower in fear? Because eventually it does stack.
So, should they take that course of action, and should I get
Oh.
away, gods help them.
Maybe
Should
the
we have
wizard and
to-
I have actually already had this discussion.
Oh, and we've seen like power blocks forming between anti-paladins and non-anti-paladins.
Not that.
Like a
Maybe
mutual defense treaties, right?
yeah, a contingency plan, more like.
Yeah, like I can see you guys like meeting in like the dark back side of the bar room while they're getting drinks, and you're like, so if they come at us, we're gonna fuck them up, right?
Yeah.
So if they come at us,
That
we
works.
have this spell ready to be triggered, right?
Well, it's like any dog on a chain, right? You have to make sure that if the chain breaks, you know what to
God,
do.
this party is amazing. Everyone is so condescending. Yeah, the other characters are dogs. They're all children to me. I'm super old.
Hey, I just see fresh corpses just waiting to be taken care of.
All right. This is to the anti-paladin, non-anti-paladins again. How are you guys with their religious doctrine? Like, you agree with their methods of like destroy things, raise temples to Orcus, and have the undead follow them around? You got any qualms with that kind of stuff?
No. That in and of itself is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Wow. Personally, it doesn't really agree with me, but I mean, who am I to stop them, really? It doesn't negatively impact me, at least not so far as I've seen.
Not until they attack you.
Yeah, exactly. Then we'll have a problem.
So
I love how
I
this
feel
is
like
working
right
out,
now
buddy.
this party is like party of convenience, allies but not friends. Even the anti-paladin brothers are rivals. Okay. So I'm gonna ask a series of questions now, and you guys will need to provide me with answers. Gundrick, Vival knows something incriminating about you. Something that could be used against you back home. What is it?
Smelled the flower once and liked it.
Spared a child once.
We can come back to that if you don't really know right now.
What was the question? Sorry, I was only half listening. I was catching up on chat.
Vival knows something incriminating about you that could be used against you back home. What is it?
Which incriminating thing? The whores I slept with and didn't kill? I mean, the puppies that I didn't eat? The ones I did? Which incriminating things?
So I think that the horse thing is pretty interesting, actually. I'm not sure people would expect you to literally walk around killing dogs, but the fact that you would
Hey,
sleep
he
with
looked at me
women
funny.
outside the faith and then leave them alive, if you think that that's something that your people would normally do, interesting. So, Vival knows that you sleep with whores and leave them alive. And we know a little bit more about your order of knights. Vival,
Yes.
you were given a vision by Orcus. You know that you have to help Locke. Locke will never yield to primal faith. What faith do you see Locke having to come up against in the future?
He will never faith, meaning he will never convert to my faith.
No. You've been given a vision by Orcus that something is going to try to convert him, and you have to prevent it. What is it that's going to try to convert him?
I
Flying
think
spaghetti monster?
no. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to have a divine encounter with Pharasma or an agent of Pharasma, and we can't have that. She believes that the undead should be destroyed, not that they are
Okay.
unholy objects.
Yeah. You do not want Locke to have that encounter with Pharasma. No conversions in your house, man. All right, Locke.
Yes.
You implicitly trust Aenean, and you, the reason is you have a con running with him. The two of you have been running a little shell game there in Wadi for a little while here. Kind of, some money on the side. What is the con?
Oh. Well, it would have to involve magic in some way. Let's see. We need extra money. What's an old con?
At this point, I'm gonna walk away.
Sell bad horses? Like disguise them magically to look fit, but then...
Oh, no. He's a wizard, so this is what he can do.
He conjures horses.
No, that's exactly what he
Oh,
does.
man.
He summons horses. He uses magic aura to make it seem like they're not magical. Then he ant hauls them so that they seem to be like these incredible,
Oh, yeah.
super strong horses. You sell them, and then you get out of there.
And then it
You
wears
guys are
off.
running the horse game.
If only he had all these spells.
Well, it
Well-
sounds like these are spells you need to spend a little bit of money on.
Scrolls of
Sure.
Summon Monster 1.
Yep.
Well, if this con has been going, maybe you could have those spells as, to facilitate the con, right?
So, he does all of the summoning. What's your purpose in the con, then?
Oh, I'm the salesperson.
Oh, okay. You're running the game, then.
He's the face.
The
Alright.
face behind the mask.
The mask in front of the face.
Because you're literally wearing a mask.
I am literally wearing a clockwork mask. I suppose I could try to use disguise self. I don't know if that'll cover a mask though. I'd have
It
to take my
won't,
mask
but you
off.
could disguise yourself, then take the mask off.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Aenean,
Yeah.
you travel with Gundrick
Mm-hmm.
because he has knowledge that both of you seek. What is that knowledge that you need to learn from him?
I'm just waiting to hear what power I hold over a fellow party member.
You're about to, because you have some knowledge that he needs, he wants. He's a wizard. He wants to know things, man.
And for a price, I might just tell him.
The innate ability of orcs to ignore pain, be stronger,
I'm
in the
guessing
moment
you want
utterly
that for
crush
blood
their
magic.
enemies.
Yeah.
He wants to figure out how that works.
Yeah, you need to figure out how that orcish blood works so you can incorporate it in some spells.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, for a price, I might let you have some.
He very well may take you up on that. And he very well may be paying very handsomely for a lot of blood.
Well, it'll
I
come.
had a party
It'll
member
come
that
in.
did that in Skulls and Shackles. I think the party tried to kill him in his sleep over it.
It'll come in batches, not all at once.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? You could just sell him the swords of the people who have hit you.
After I killed him, here's some blood, and here's some. Oh my, I'm still bleeding. Here, have some more.
So that brings up an interesting question. What's the party's loot division like here? Because there's no one really in charge. You guys decide to do things as a group. Do you even keep like a party fund, or do you literally split it all out?
Split it all out for now until we get to know each other
Okay.
better.
Onion would insist on his 25% minimum.
Minimum. I should get at least 1/4 of this 4-person party, perhaps a little more.
It's
Okay.
just his own share that he's protective over.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I get 40. My brother gets 10. You get 30. And the other guy gets 20. He's not here to argue for himself, so.
What
Just
am I
got
getting
back.
now?
Oh,
Oh.
nothing.
I was
I'll take.
good. I don't think so.
You'll be
boy.
all right, little brother. You don't need that much.
All right.
An equitable share.
Define equitable.
It sounded quite equitable to me.
So, let's see here. Gonna choose a random person here and go backwards. Gundrick. When you decided to come to Wadi, did you study extra hard on some, metallurgical documents to maybe have, and this is again, do you have a contact or do you have a question in the future? Or did you come to Wadi and, make a new friend?
I don't think my contact got played to its fullest advantage last time, so I think I'm gonna shoot for that one again.
Okay, all right, you have a contact.
I am
Who
not.
is it and what do they do?
I am not the question asking type. If it can't be killed, then well, one of us has
And
to
kill it, right?
Who do you rely on in Wadi to help you get things done?
I'm actually gonna go back to our lovely new Evil Tavern that came up last week.
Oh, you're
last
not
week?
going to go back to
Oh,
the Kale
snap.
Tavern?
No,
Why would we hang out there?
No more
What was the
kale,
name
huh?
of that evil tavern? Was it the Wench?
the Winch and Flagon.
Was it the
Wench and
Evil
Flagon.
Tavern?
Yes, the Winch and Flagon, and not the old man behind the bar who is such a douche.
Okay.
I want his wife, who is quite clearly willing to work with people.
Oh, so you want the bartender's wife.
Yes.
What's she look like?
Oh. Is she
Middle-aged.
young?
No, not young. Look, this gentleman does not know his ass from his elbows, so
Is this a physical relationship between you and her, or is it purely business?
little of both.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
What's
no.
her name?
What is her name?
And he doesn't even kill her afterwards.
Not yet. Not yet. Shut up, brother. Shut up. She's
How
not
can
done
you
being
love her if you
useful.
don't kill her after, guys?
Her name is Bridget. There. What's a fine name for the woman who I'm going to have to murder at some point?
It's a classic.
Okay,
Well,
her name is
of
Bridget.
course I look over and I have freezing up on my laptop. So Satellizer L Bridget's right there.
I
Can't
don't know
help.
who that is. Does she look like that person, though?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to look up Satellite Bridget.
Satellizer. You should actually. It's a decent series.
All right, send it to me afterwards. I'll figure it out because I literally just. Oh fuck! I forgot to rep the quest at the beginning of the episode. Fuck! All right, we're gonna do that during the break. I literally just got done watching it. I was like, the first thing I'm gonna do is be like, and remember, watch the quest, and I fucked it up. Damn,
Oh
I've been
God,
doing that a lot
I'm
lately.
actually in the middle of that. That's in another window on my laptop.
Too
Oh,
busy
what, the
talking
quest?
about how the party.
Yes.
Oh, the quest is fucking insanely good, mate. How far in it are you?
Actually, I'm done with the first season. I don't even know that
There's no